Olá pessoal do Brasil, um prazer estar com vocês aqui no Congresso de MDR do Canadá. Acabei de assistir uma apresentação sensacional dessa equipe que trabalha em Omaha, Nebraska e faz um atendimento integrado de crianças e famílias. Bom, então vou apresentar para vocês aqui a Débora, a Kathy e a Stephanie, e elas vão falar um pouco sobre essa dimensão integrativa. Okay, so thank you very much for speaking to us in Brazil. And I was telling them that the importance of your work and how it integrates family and children and adolescents, and how that is different from the traditional EMDR. So if you'd like to make any comments on that.
Okay, I guess we started, quite some years ago with these really complex children and their complex families, and we just found the work to be challenging and interesting and passionate and difficult, and combining and giving enough time for parents to be attuned to and to be helped and nurtured along the way when they're dealing with these very complex children that they've adopted or that they're fostering. And so that's where the team began, separating family therapy into EMDR therapy. And maybe one of you two wants to jump in and explain.
I can go next. Yeah. One of the beautiful things about working as a team is the family therapist does a lot of the foundational work, and a lot of the work that prepares the child and the parents for the EMDR component. And it allows the EMDR therapist then to come in and utilize EMDR every single week, which really makes a big difference when we can move in and do that resourcing and the trauma work and work on the triggers with the EMDR therapy.
So instead of just the different phases with the same child, we have sort of one therapist for the preparation and one for the reprocessing. And
essentially, that is
a good way
to look at it. Yes, and there's ongoing work that's needed by the family therapist. Maybe you can.
Why don't you talk about that?
Well, and I think what's important too is that in our protocol, the parents are definitely attuned to, and I think so many times parents come in and they're miseducated about how to parent such a difficult child, and along with the EMDR piece, that family therapist, that their role is to truly really help that child and help that parent understand what that maladaptive material that was stored in that child's brain and help it become more adaptive, and also help that parent to understand that child, be more compassionate with the child.
And I think over time, as you continue to unfold the trauma work in the EMDR sessions, those parents need to be continued to be supported throughout the entire process.
Because they're sometimes left outside of the
therapy. They are left
children.
outside of the therapy, and sometimes we will keep children in therapy for several years as we do different pieces, or they come back when they reach a different developmental stage, and those parents need to be continued to kind of try to hang in there and to continue to hone their skills in helping these children, grow up and learn how to function in the world. So we can't leave those parents behind.
And just one something that came up to me in terms of the theoretical approach of the family therapy. How does that combine with EMDR? Do you follow a specific kind of school, or is it just more of something that actually comes from EMDR?
We have really created our own model of family therapy.
Yes, it really is our own.
It really is, and a lot of the therapy is about utilizing the parents as a team, really a collaborative team, and working together. But at the same time, we're shifting the parents. We're making a huge paradigm shift for them from understanding their child as maybe a bad child or a naughty child to understanding that they have a very hurt child.
It's almost like when you were talking, I was thinking about the AIP model that was developed by Francine, and it's taking all of that information learned and how to be an EMDR practitioner and translating it into parent language and having them be able to use that language through the eyes of the parent and parenting those children. So I was thinking, gosh, where did we get all this? And to me, it was learned through the AIP model. So I wouldn't call, you can't call it that specifically, but it's kind of where it was born from, I feel.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. Ok, amigos do Brasil, daqui a pouco mais notícias aqui do Congresso do Canadá, ok? Até já.